Welcome back. So far, we've discussed emotional intelligence through the lens of empathy and how it plays a role in our interactions with others in the workplace. In this lesson, you will learn another aspect of emotional intelligence called social skills. Research has shown that people with high emotional intelligence levels also have increased social skills. Social skills are a desired quality by many employers because it is a trait of great leadership, and high social skills lead to better conflict resolution, better communication, and better leadership teams. To develop high social skills, one must learn how to build rapport. Rapport is thought to be how one relates to others. Individuals that possess good social skills are very good at creating and maintaining relationships with other workers. This includes certain levels of trust in the relationship. Building rapport with others has many advantages, and some of these are being increased influence with others, better conflict resolution skills, ability to cope with the changes in the workplace, better cooperation, and team participation. One of the easiest ways to build rapport with someone else is to find common ground that each of you share. This often happens through conversations. Sharing common struggles at the workplace often builds trust and a positive relationship. So, finding common ground could be described as a type of empathy for other people. Sharing emotions builds a relationship that can be managed in a positive way. When rapport is good, it serves as a means for better conflict resolution. Conflict is inevitable, especially in the workplace, where there's a large mix of ideas and beliefs. With high emotions, logic often takes a back seat. A high level of emotional intelligence eases the task of resolving conflict. These skills allow for better understanding of all aspects and sides of the issue at hand. Everyone cringes at these words. Who is a good conflict resolutionist? You can be a good conflict resolutionist. With emotional intelligence, conflicts can be de-escalated quickly and rapport built in the place of negativity using active listening and empathy skills. In many ways, they are connected to formulate the social network needed in the workplace. Often, we think that we're listening, but are we really? The term active listening is defined as listening in a way that encourages the speaker to communicate their messages fully. Each side of the disagreement allows you to feel the emotions of each person and better understand their position. Even social skills come into play when each side's opinions and needs are mirrored for both sides to hear. From there, a solution can be determined so that everyone feels satisfied that they have been heard. Here are some strategies for building stronger social skills. Work as a team, show the ability to change, have reverence, and look at the bigger picture. The key to successful conflict resolution is to realize that being right or win is not the goal. Emotional intelligence tells us to look for the win-win situation in which both people can feel positive about the interaction. Both people could be equally right. This can be achieved through switching your perception on the conflict. We understand our own positions, the hows and the whys of what we do very well. But how well do we understand the person with whom we are in conflict? When we can change our perspective of an issue away from ourselves and into others, conflict resolution begins. Another perception that can be adjusted to better suit both parties is to step back and turn a negative interaction into a positive interaction. For example, instead of looking at a confrontation as a negative argument, adjusting your perception to this interaction could be a good time to learn about the other person's assignment or position. This issue could be a good way for you to work with the other person to a common goal. Reverence for others during a conflict is extremely hard to do for people with low emotional intelligence. Being able to treat the other person the way that we want to be treated is necessary for successful conflict resolution. One way to exhibit reverence for the other person is to carefully choose our vocabulary. Not using language that inflames the situation or makes the other person feel negative is the easiest way to the resolution. Here are some suggested words to avoid. Number 1, can't. This word can often cause feelings of rebellion or disagreement during a conflict. Number 2, the word you. This word is very accusatory. And finally, number 3, the word but. This word makes excuses and appears that the user is taking two different sides. While it's a good idea to show reverence for others, it's a better idea to look at the bigger picture. One of the most important focuses should be to always look at the root problem of the conflict. Often, personal jabs come into the discussion and the key issues need to be focused on to resolve the issue. Make sure to keep all communication focused on the issue at hand, not the past or personal issues. The big picture needs to be the focus, whether it's the completion of a project, the success of the entire team, or the sales numbers. The operations of the business and the successful completion of the tasks at hand should be the only focus, not the conflict that is being discussed. Another issue that needs to be addressed is the effect that the conflict is having on others. How is this conflict affecting the morale of the team? The co-workers witnessing the conflict, the customers or outside vendors that may be present. This should be introduced to the resolution. In summary, building social skills involves building rapport and trust, learning how to resolve conflict, working as a team, being willing to change, showing reverence towards others, and focusing on the big picture. Great job! You've just completed social skills, and I'll see you in the next module.